Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia. Stay tuned for more Bayou Time Sports, brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System, Community Sports Institute, Barker Honda, and Barker Kia.
On Tonight win was great for this program, man. All we ask our kids is to be 1-0 each week. But we did our basic stuff perfect. And that's all we needed to do. And when we can do that, we can open up the playbook each week. We played a clean game for most parts. We're healthy. And, we're moving on to next week. So, man, this game was exactly what we expected, as far as us doing our part and executing our plays and doing the best of their abilities.
Who were some of your key players tonight?
Key players tonight was Quincy Adams and also Elvin Celestine. Those two guys really executed well on our offense, whether it was Quincy at the quarterback position and Elvin in the backfield at the running back position tonight. The O-line, of course, is always doing their thing, man. But those two guys really stepped up to the plate and handled business for us tonight.
Tell me a little bit about your opponent next week.
We have St. James High School coming here, one of the defending state champions in the 380 non-select division. They're a great team, man. They're coached by a great guy, Coach Davis. He coached me in high school. I know his expectations. I know his standard. I coached at St. James prior to coming here as the head coach. They got some talented athletes offensively and defensively, man. We're just going to have to control the run game, control the line of scrimmage, and contain the explosive plays.
I see y'all took a photo with the Intercoastal Classic. Just tell me, what does that mean to win that this year?
That means a lot, man. That's something we started about 4 years ago with myself and Coach Jesse Turner, who was the head coach prior. Coach Jesse Turner, who was the head coach at Ellender at the time. They were just something to pay respect to Houma, representing both sides. The west side here and the east side, and just paying homage to Houma, Louisiana, man. And, the kids love it. It's something for them to play for. It's something to keep the tradition going between the two schools.
Anything else?
No, man. We appreciate everybody's support, man. And we're going to take it 1 week at a time. And we're going to need to pack this stadium on next week because Vashon, Louisiana is coming and we need Houma to represent.
Stay tuned for more Bayou Time Sports, brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System, Community Sports Institute, Barker Honda, and Barker Kia. This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.